Hey y'all. I'm in my kitchen, which happens to look like a full-blown disaster tonight, and I don't care. I don't care. I am not like hiding secrets from y'all that I have struggled to get into the holiday spirit this year. And maybe I'm already in it and I'm just in denial of it and the stress of, you know, pulling it all off and pulling it together. It's just piled up a little bit. Nonetheless, though, someone sent me a moose mug and I was like, we're doing this tonight. How awesome is this? I didn't know it would be glass. I was expecting it to be plastic when I picked it up because the box was so very light. I don't have any eggnog, so we're not going. Hank, that's my wrapping station, Hank. Excuse me for 1 second here. I wasn't going to have an alcoholic beverage. I was actually going to put soda in it. But now that it's here, I'm like, I have to put something in it. So all that I have inside is this, excuse me, salted caramel. Look. Yeah, Primo was like, you let your cats walk on the counters? All of the animals in my life completely rule me. So we're going salted caramel from Time Out Tuesday. And I'm just going to have myself a little bit of a moose mug. I was opening packages from the road and looking for Christmas presents that I ordered. And someone sent me this Christmas present. How cute is this? I am feeling better. And I am indulging a little bit to, you know, have at it. Cheers to whatever the heck day it is. So to the holiday season that I can't seem to get into. Pretty good. I have not taken any meds today, so I'm feeling a little bit better. I am starting to wind down. This is going to serve as my NyQuil for the night. Yeah, I have all of the Christmas gifts to wrap tonight, and Lester just left to go to the JL. So I was lonely and I wanted to hang out with you. Hank has stolen my wrapping station now, so I'm a little bit in a conundrum. By the way, I did wrap 4 gifts so far, so I'm working on it, okay? Like, I'm trying. I don't have the tree up. I do have it sitting in the corner. I got a little bit sad because a lot of my Christmas stuff got lost in the flood. I had brought some over here, including one of our pencil trees. But anything that was left in Plum Grove in the barn dominium completely flooded. So I kind of got in a little bit of a funk about that, because even though I helped clean some of that stuff out, I guess that I missed that part of the clean out of there's a lot of memorabilia, nostalgic things, you know. It's okay. It's all things. It's just one of those things where I'm like, it's just kind of a setback. But it's gonna be fine, because now I'm the proud owner of a Christmas Vacation National Lampoon's moose mug. And today I was fever free, so that's why it's gonna be fine. Lester's like, I don't know why. He's like, just buy some tin foil and put everything on it. And he's like, or just buy big bags and put everything in bags. I'll be honest, the past couple of years, I'm full of animal things, by the way. I'm not really live appropriate. Let's unzip that and not look at all of the green hay on me. So I know, like the past couple of years, have bought these like Santa sacks. They're like canvas and cloth. Those were ruined in the flood. But it didn't have the same sentiment as like opening and unwrapping a gift. And I don't know, maybe it's also because all of our kids are older and it's not as cute and fun anymore. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna do some wrapping. I thought maybe you'd want to like hang out. I haven't done a single thing to bake, and I'm hoping to be able to do some of that this weekend. My tree is here outside of the box. I did buy a different tree. The pencil tree, the lights would not work, and I went to go look for lights at Hobby Lobby and at one of our Walmarts, a big Walmart, and both were out of regular Christmas lights. I always thought that one of the things that happened on like the day after Christmas like was the clearance, and that it was always trees and lights. Hobby Lobby had 0 Christmas trees left, 0, and 0 strands of lights. Walmart only had icicle, like outdoor icicle lights. And I thought that was really like weird. I don't know if they ordered less or what was going on, but here we are. The gurgling is the ice machine. The ice machine, I came home the other night and it was like, it sounded louder than a tractor, and all the animals are sitting there staring at it like, if you watched in Toy Story when all the little things are like, the claw, that's what they were staring at our ice machine like it was this foreign object. So I wrote the company and sent them a video, and they sent me a new ice machine and said, put it in the box because it shouldn't be doing that. So that was nice, to be able to have a replacement here, except for it is, I'm not complaining. It's a little bit of an upgrade, and it makes a gurgle noise. Like it sounds water fountainy a little bit. So there's that. Now, one thing I'm going to say is like, as I wrap these gifts, cause I'm not going to tell you who they're for. You'll probably figure out who some of them are for, but don't tell them, please. Cause I don't want them to know. I still like the fun surprise. Mr. Hank, sir. Excuse me, sir. They all say hello to Mr. Hanky Poo. Hank wanted to go outside when I opened up to go grab some of my wrapping paper from the car, and I told him no, so now he's gonna pout and like be in my face the whole time. Also, Coda and Carly, which are Lester's nephew's children, had a fundraiser at school, and it was wrapping paper, and it was like back in July. I apparently pre-planned, way to go Jamie, forgot I did it, and bought wrapping paper. When it came in, I actually put it where my wrapping paper goes, shocker. And I found this today, and it turns out it's that super thick wrapping paper that is like incredible and you can't tear. Because it's double-sided. Look how cute it is. It has rainbows and rainbow raindrops, and then it has llamas and unicorns and boomboxes. So that's fun. Anyway, I better get started, or I'm never gonna finish. And now I need to know also, are you the type of person that when you wrap, I need to stand on this side. When you wrap, do you like try to like Tetris it out and save every little, and like use every little piece of it? Or do you have a ton of extras and you just don't worry about it? Like, are you the fast moving wrapper? And then the next question I have is, do you fancy wrap? Because I used to be the kind that would like put bows and beautiful ribbons and really go to town on like my tags and stuff. And like, I am past that point in my life. I get it wrapped to where you can't see anything most of the time. Hank, get out of there. That was not a dinosaur creeping in front of you. That was Mr. Hank. Anyway, I don't do anything fancy anymore, unless it's like for like one gift that you're showing up for, or the white elephant gift. And that is because in my family we don't unwrap the white elephant gifts, And the fancier that it's wrapped, the more people want that gift, no matter what's inside. Other than that, like, I guess if it was like for my boss or something, which I don't really do a gift for my boss. Just thinking about that, I didn't do a gift for my boss. Should I be doing a gift for my boss? That feels weird. Oh, wait, that's the wrong. Dang it. I'm talking to y'all, and now I just got that wrong. I just said that was to Carter. This is indeed not to Carter. Okay. We're going to be fine here. All right. Okay. Look at that. 5 old gifts wrapped for the whole season. I'm doing good. Yeah, see, I bought some gift bags as well, and then I forgot tissue paper. So I have one down there already like packed, but it needs tissue paper to make it pretty. I will make it pretty with tissue paper. And I will get annoyed by the things that I have to wrap. For instance, this toy right here. This is a really cute little bathtub toy. It makes ice cream out of bubbles. Like, these are ice cream cones and the bubbles go in it, and then see, it makes ice cream cones. I have held on to this gift now for a year, an entire year. I had it last Christmas as well. And the reason that it is still a gift is because I didn't want to wrap it. This year we're wrapping it. We're doing it only because I'm holding myself accountable with you. We're moving things along, okay? This is a Peppa Pig thing. You can probably take a guess at who is going to be the recipient of this gift. But we are going to attempt it. Do you remember the days when you could get things wrapped that you bought at the store? Because there was a store, man, I think it was called Peebles, in one of the like bigger towns close to where I grew up that we would go shopping at. And my favorite thing about shopping there is even if you bought something like a pair of socks, they would gift wrap it for you. It didn't matter what it was. They would be like, "Do you want that gift wrap?" And you would be like, "Yes." And they would allow you to pick the wrapping paper off of their racky thingy, McDoodle. And then you would go home with the perfectly wrapped gift. I couldn't afford much from that store. But when I did buy something on clearance, you can bet I had them wrap it every time. And I couldn't wait to give it to someone because it had a bow and it was like really expensive wrapping paper. Yeah. I also think that Macy's used to wrap things. It used to be Famous Bar used to wrap things. Let me rephrase that. You know, I haven't stepped foot in a Macy's in a few years. And the last time that I did, I was really like, I don't want to say let down, but confused as to who they were, because there was this part of them that was like, I felt like they were trying to be their own TJ, like their very own internal TJ Maxx, which didn't fit the culture of Macy's. Well, this wasn't as bad as I thought. And thank God it's going to a kid and no one else, because she's a little janky. All right. I remember the gift tags that you used to buy that were a card that had one strip of sticky on the back of them as well. My mother and my dad would just write our name on the wrapping paper or use masking tape. For the record, this is not all I bought her. It's just a bonus gift. That makes 6, friends. Man, I'm gonna have to tell y'all some of the things I got because they're really cute things. You're not gonna tell anybody, right? Right. We're not gonna tell anybody. Okay. Look at little Junior's little gift here. It's a cute little chef's kit. Yes, this is the oven mitt, and this is the fake menu. This is a meatball and a little tongs toy. This is like chewy, it's like all chew toys, and then a little tiny bib. Isn't that cute? And how many other people are actually wrapping? Because That's what I need to know. Yep, or Junior. Junior's not gonna watch, so it's gonna be fine. Nope. I can't give Junior unicorns, so gnomes it is. Nobody's gonna gnome. Bri is eating and then wrapping. Oh no, fail, Jamie Walker. What are you eating? I haven't eaten yet. Lester and I, so many people are done wrapping. I feel so unaccomplished. Okay. Oh, this one has grid lines. This is gonna be good. All right, do you do this? Do you like make sure it's gonna fit the whole way? Just me? Do you also lose your scissors like me? Because that happens. We're not gonna judge my wrapping skills on this video, okay? We're also not gonna judge the condition of my kitchen on this video. Or the fact that cats and dogs and everything just rule my whole life and that I just spend most of my time cleaning up after everyone. Because it's just normal here. I need one of those fancy little cutters that cuts the wrapping paper, except for I don't think this wrapping paper is good enough to be able to do that. Okay, we're gonna try really hard to ignore the fact that I tore this part, and that's because tape is our friend. Oh, look at that, it didn't happen. Y'all, Lester genuinely has wrapped every gift in his whole life with tin foil. He doesn't know how to use wrapping paper. At least, let me rephrase that I know of. Every time I've said, why don't you use wrapping paper, it's a hard no. He's like, I only use tin foil. So, we don't invite him to this party. It's not an enjoyable task for him. I'm not saying it's enjoyable for me, but I don't mind it. I used to love it. And I have also found that if I wrap things too early, I completely forget. I have to do it in a fashion of when I'm done shopping, stack everything up and figure out whose is whose and what's what. So because I've shopped like online or at different stores and for, multiple events of shopping. And no, where's my marker? Okay. If I wrap it too early, I will not remember who I bought for, what I bought for, no idea whatsoever. So this is I'm not saying I have to wait this late in the game, but I kind of got a late start on shopping this year too. So here we are. We're gonna get it all done before anybody shows up, before any Christmas events happen. I've shipped quite a bit already to Illinois as well, so this is for Texas family. Illinois family is a whole different ball game. Junior. Now he won't be there at Christmas, so we will have to leave that at their house. All right, we're gonna keep going with gnomes here. Next, 4 gifts. Man, I want to tell you so bad what I got. I'm going to show you one thing, okay? And you can guess who it's for. It's a part of a gift. Do you know? What's in the boxes that says foot something? They don't say foot. I'll show you in a second. Grab one other scissors and see if I can get it to cut better. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, this is what happens when you don't use the kitchen shears. Oh, so close. So close. I was almost heavenly. I also thought it was weird that my Walmart had virtually no wrapping paper left. The only wrapping paper was the kind that had like characters, and was only like one, you know, like it was like $5 or $6 for like 3 square feet or something like that. Like it was insanely expensive for like nothing, and it was like licensed characters. I just wanted like regular wrapping paper, so I ended up going to Dollar Tree and finding some of this, which it's fine. It's just paper, you know. It's just paper. I could not believe how expensive wrapping paper was, and that there was none left. Like that, I think that somebody like miscalculated on ordering or something this year. Same thing with Christmas trees. Never seen a Walmart run out of Christmas trees or regular strands of lights. Oh no, my tape's stuck. Let go, let go, let go. Okay, okay, we're moving on. We're doing good things here. Sorry you're looking at my backside. All right. Next, I'll show you what's in the boxes. Okay. We're not going to tell anyone in the family this, right? Like we're not telling anybody, correct? Michael, I heard of Farina, Illinois. Forever Sharp Platinum Series knives. You're going to laugh. I've had this knife for over 20 years. My grandparents got me this. I've never sharpened it. I can still slice tomatoes completely paper thin. I use it for bread. I use it for everything. It is insane. Now I don't have this whole package. All I got was a knife. I bought a lot of these. Okay. Let's keep going. See, now that I have, this is where I get a little CDS. This is where I have this extra piece, right? And I have to figure out, like, this is obviously the best option for this hunk of paper right here. Because I don't want to, like, this tiny little piece that's on the ground here, I'm going to find something to wrap it with. I'm not throwing it away, but it's got to go to the side so I can have room to think, or I will sit here and look for a present the entire time. Because I'm sick like that. Now y'all know why Lester wanted to leave. He was like, I'm not staying for this party tonight. Because, number one, I probably would have put him to work, and he probably would have wanted to use tinfoil. And number two, he couldn't like play his video games or watch TV. Like, I needed the whole house to myself tonight. Oh boy, we cut it a little close on this end. It's gonna be okay though. It's like the perfect. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be totally fine. Lester is also doing Deal or No Deal with the family, just like last year. So that'll be part of their gifts as well. Okay. Feeling like we're moving pretty good here. I got other gifts for all the ladies when I went to a store the other day that I made a video about that I haven't posted yet, so I can't show you what I'm wrapping because it's part of the dang video. And I bought one from my grandmother too, so that's kind of exciting. I did not get one from my mom. I found my mom something else this year, and I was sneaky about it, and I shipped it to Xander So that Xander, normally I ship everything to my mother's house, and she is really sweet and will actually wrap it for me. This year, I shipped a lot to my mom, but not everything. So that's kind of exciting that she gets an actual surprise. Because normally, she gets her gift about mid-December in the mail, and she's like, who's this one? Like, she'll send me a message like, I got this, 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 and this today. And I'm like, this goes to this person, this goes to this person, and that one's yours. And this year, I didn't do that. So, kind of proud Jamie moment. Y'all bored yet? What are you, if you're not wrapping gifts, what are you doing? That's what I need to know. Because the other night when I went live and I was telling you, like, I have a really hard time, like, sitting still and just watching things. And everybody else said all the things that they were doing. It was like laundry and eating, and there were a lot of people that had the same, like, can't sit still itis that I have, which made me feel very human and normal. Thank you for that. I'm gonna step closer because I can't read when I'm back there. Watching me, drinking coffee, watching Gunsmoke. Love it. Lester's pee-patting. It's because he wants to see if his gift is going to be wrapped. And I strategically left that out. Vanessa's eating cookies. Vanessa's green. Thank you for being a subscriber, Vanessa. A supporter, a member. I think it's called members on YouTube. Thank you for that. Coffee. I almost decided to make another pot of coffee. Dishes. Oh, somebody's driving. Laundry, football, and me. Diamond art. See, y'all rocking a grandbaby. Oh, I feel really bad for being loud. Watching me after being in the kitchen all day, making candy and cakes. I love it. That was really sweet. Thank you. Making potato soup. Eating chocolate walnut fudge. Yum. I think if I can find time, I'm going to try to make some peanut butter fudge. That is Xander's grandma on his dad's side makes the best peanut butter fudge that I've ever had in my whole life. Like, it's better than Bucky's fudge. It's better than the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Like, I can't explain it to you. It is the best fudge ever. So I was going to ask Xander if he could get that recipe for me and that we could try to make some of that peanut butter fudge because it's unlike anything I've ever eaten in my whole life. So delicious. I'm also going to hopefully make some of Phil Robertson's pralines. He calls them pralines because he's from New Orleans. That's Duck Dynasty Phil. And then gooey butter cookies because that's one of my grandma's favorites. And then sugar cookies, which I like iced sugar cookies. So that's kind of my hopes and dreams for getting that all of those things done before Monday evening. Ellie, Megan, and Lex will come here and we will have Christmas with them, which is also my rush to get all of this done tonight so I can get the tree up, get the presents under it, then focus on cooking and baking, and then have everything be ready by Monday evening. And then Tuesday evening is Christmas Eve with the Morrows at G and Pop's house. And then it just gets crazy from there. So it's gonna be awesome. I haven't seen Lester yet, but a lot of people are saying that he's here and is watching. He must be wondering what else I've bought. He's sitting here like, what else has she bought? What else has she? Nope, I didn't. He has seen it all. I went through everything that's here with him, believe it or not, and was like, all right, what else am I missing? I did realize that I ordered something for Levi and cannot find it, so I'm doing the like message everyone on Morrow Hill looking for that package because I think it was shipped to there. So, Michelle, I will not wrap the cat. I promise you. All right, let's keep going. This is a little too big for this, probably. Let's think through. well, I'll just do it anyway. I'll do it, and hopefully we can get 2 out of it. It's going to drop in temperature tonight for the first time in about 5 nights, I guess. We've had some pretty warm days, to the extent of, like, there was no jacket needed yesterday. I think Lester actually wore shorts yesterday. Today, though, we were back in sweatpants and jackets. And then tonight's 40, and then the next 2 nights are just barely above freezing, so we'll get a frost, I'm sure. And we will be back in horse blankets the next 2 nights as well. I know, a lot of people don't like my horse blanketing, but if you saw their coats, like their fur, you would realize how thin that they are, and they actually shiver at night on cold nights. So I don't do it at like dinner time. I will go out as the temperature drops below 40. So I'll set an alarm and go out and do it around midnight and get everybody blanketed up. And then, of course, they go off as soon as it gets, I usually, when they're eating breakfast, if it's above freezing, I will take them off while they're eating, because eating makes them warmer. Linda, I pulled that tape too far. I was hoping nobody caught that. That tape was really big. But I blanket the horses, you know, for that short amount of time. I get why people don't do it. When you have really wonky weather and there's no consistency, their bodies can't catch up to the weather. So we're in the really weird place where it goes from 75 the last couple of days down to 30 at night, and their bodies just can't grow enough fast enough or purge enough fast enough one way or the other. So, you know, that's my preference, and to each his own on what they do for their horses. I feel like I do it very safely and that they handle it very well, and yeah, that's where we're at. I am flying home to celebrate Christmas with Xander and Kendra and my family as well. So I'm excited about that. All right. For the tape police, I've gone through a roll of tape already. There's not much on one, okay? I'm being way more conscious about it, I promise you. I'm trying really hard to conserve. I'll do better, I promise. Oh, I already have one on. So I am really excited about seeing my family. Especially my grandparents, of course, my mom, you know, like, but I just haven't seen my grandparents in a really long time, and it's overdue. I'm making stacks of presents here so I remember what goes where. I know that I'm writing names on them as well, but every single year things get like lost in my present piles. And a few years ago, I did everything by like types of wrapping paper. I am not that coordinated this year at all. Candy cane flavor what? Hold on a second. Somebody said it's gonna make my first candy cane flavored cheesecake. Interesting. Let us know how that goes. Okay, this is a really cool gift. It technically is an advent calendar, but it's 24 days of stationery. I'm not gonna tell you who this is for. But inside, this is really neat. I can show you because I pulled it open too because I was so curious. Inside are all these little containers, and each one of them has a different gift inside of it. And it's like this cool, like, I want to open them all. I have no idea what's in them, but I thought that was I like to give really unique gifts. So if any of the family is watching this, I bet they're all like guessing as to who's getting what, or they're already thinking of trading because they don't like or do like somebody else's gifts. I, of course, didn't grow up with a sister to be able to do any trades like that. The only thing I can relate to that is that my grandparents would put candy in our stockings. Usually each of us got our favorite candies, but there was always like an extra. So I would get white chocolate. My brother Josh would always get Reese's, and my brother Jake didn't like chocolate at all, so he would get like Skittles or Starburst or something like that. And I'm talking like a candy bar, nothing extravagant. But there would always be like a candy cane that was extra in there, or some Hershey's Kisses or things like that. And we would absolutely do trades on everything else. And that's probably the closest I can relate to like having anyone to trade gifts with or anything like that. When we do our white elephant gifts up north, my grandma has done it several ways. She's played the left-right game where you read this little skit that says she left it on the table and it was right there in front of her, and everybody sits in a circle, and for each time that she says left or right, you pass the gift and they're wrapped and you have no idea. You know, everybody brings a $20 gift or something like that. We've also done it where at my other grandma's house where we have dice, and all the gifts are in the center of the room, and if you roll doubles, you go get a package, and you can steal them as many times as you want to, and you can end up with as many as you can by the time the timer goes off. The caveat is at the end, whoever doesn't have a gift gets to go pick from anyone that has multiples. And it's stuck forever then on how that goes. So there's usually a gift that everybody wants in that setting, and it's usually wrapped really beautifully. And because my family is a bunch of jokesters, it's usually some awful thing in there. Like one year I got a can of pork and beans that had a lottery ticket wrapped around it, and then a $20 bill or something like that. It's never what it seems. That's what I'll say. So I'll be eager to know how the Morrows do it. Like, do they draw numbers? Do they, because this will be my first Morrow Christmas to attend. All right, we're doing good here. Thank you for being here with me. My uncle got a roll of toilet paper from my uncle. That's funny. Lifesaver boxes, yes. So that was something my brothers and I got every year. It was like the book, and it had Lifesavers in it. And let me tell you, my favorite. So there was always a whole roll of cherry and a whole roll of butter rum, and then you had the rainbow kind. Boy, that brings back some memories. Do they still make those? Oh, I'm curious. A lot of people say they miss. See, other people are asking too. I miss butter rum Lifesavers. That would be like, you know how they make the mint kind, and they make orange mint now, which I've never had the orange mint. Do they even make Lifesaver individual, like true Lifesavers that you can buy? I know they have gummies. But now I'm wondering, like, do they make butter rum still? And why don't they make them individually wrapped in the bag like the mints? Because I think we all would buy them. They do still make them. Interesting. Yeah, we got a Lifesaver book every, like, you know, it was like a bifold thing, and it like folded, and like one year it looked like a little house, and like, yeah. I would love to experience that again. Will it fit? We're getting 2 out of this wrapping section here. I don't know what else is gonna fit on this one, but we ain't wasted. That sounds really like redneckish of me. We ain't wasting nothing. Except for tape. I will waste the tape, apparently. Apparently I am an over taper. I just don't want it to go anywhere. One year at Plum Grove, I wrapped everything, and Pablo the duck came in and opened all my presents. Like, just enough. Not like legit take everything off, but just enough to be able to pull things off. Yeah. Gunsmoke and gunpowder did the same exact thing. Isn't it weird how animals, like, they can't stand that something is not normal, so they must figure it out? I have to show you the next gift too, because it kind of goes with the baby. I don't have anything for you. It goes with the stationery set. Look, if you are a pen person, this is a really cool find because it's all this is like a pen trial set. There's a highlighter in here. There's I think that's a gel writer, but just all kinds of different variety of pens, which is really cool. I miss Pablo too, or whoever said that. Like a lot. I hope that he's having a lovely life. Because it brought a lot of joy to our life. Lester was able to get the extender to work on Wi-Fi tonight and was able to go live from the edge of the Littles pasture, which was really cool. So I hope to be able to test the limits of the extender over the next couple of days and see if we can make it to the horse pasture as well, because that'll be fun. Tomorrow, Dr. Cochran comes back out for a follow-up with Roman, and I would be lying to you if I said that I wasn't nervous. I kind of had a moment today with Lester. There's a fly. I'm nervous about all the things with Roman. Just a kitty here saying hello as well to you. Baby, she just really wants some treats. Hang on. Here, sweetie. So I'm nervous because I really I need Roman to be fever-free tomorrow, or have a reduction in fever at the very least. It would be amazing if he had no fever. Sweetie, here. It'd be amazing if he had no fever, and if his fecal was clear of what we're looking for. There's just a lot of things, right? And because if the medicine's not working, there's just so much more to think through and to figure out. And I saw Roman run to Lester yesterday in his live, and it was beautiful, and it made me feel like Roman was out grazing with the cows and he felt good. Like that's what I felt like. And today I didn't want to I don't want to use love goggles to think, oh my gosh, he looks so much better, and then all of a sudden tomorrow it not be better. So I'm guarded in what I'm thinking about him and his recovery or what's going on with him. I want to say that he looks better and that he probably feels better, but I also then have to think back and is he just hiding all of this? Am I just missing all of this? So I don't know. And then I've spent so much time on Google and reading about, and all of these, forums about things that can go wrong with horses, which is basically like WebMD for yourself of self-diagnosis. and it's making it worse because of all the what ifs. So just say some prayers for Roman for tomorrow, because I'm really hopeful. A lot of y'all are saying that Levi is grounded from pens. I don't know, but those aren't for Levi. So I did not buy Levi any pens for Christmas. Christian says use a mesh network. So I bought a mesh network and I have it here, and Buddy told me that he would help me install it. I may get brave and be able to install that. It's very technical. My fears are, what if I mess up our like, what if I can't go back? What if I can't bring it back down to basics and it's during a time where I really needed it to be, you know, available? Sweetie, you can't drink that. Hold on a second. Hold on, I got cat problems happening all over the place here. So you are seeing Eclipse, okay? Eclipse is one of the rescue cats that is a feral cat. You can see how feral she is. And she has recently started coming in here on and off. She really enjoys being on top of the refrigerator with Mr. Hank and with Aries whenever he comes in. But she also still wants to be able to have her freedom and come and go as well. And yes, I let them. She's really sweet, like really, really sweet. The other night, it was super cold the first night that she wanted to come in. So of course, like, anyway, she slept on the foot of my bed that night, which was like huge, like super huge. Oh, she was so thirsty. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. I keep stopping to talk to y'all and I get sidetracked, and here I am having squirrel moments like Lester. Sad but true. Sad but true. All right. What can fit in that? Let's see here if I can get this. Now, I'm going to tell you who this is for, because I don't think they watch my lives. This is for Megan and Ellie, and I want them to play it on a live or multiple lives with y'all, because I think it'll be really fun. And it's a game about, like, it's a game about being a couple and like what you know about each other. For instance, you both answer the question about each other, basically. So this one is, who's going to fix the internet when it stops working? So you would each have a card to be able, a dry erase thing to answer, and then you hold it up. And I think it'll be really cute, kind of like the Newlywed Game, that type of thing. So I think it'll be really awesome. And even if they're watching, I don't care if they know, but they're getting a game that I expect them to play on live. So I will get that wrapped up, even though it's not a secret anymore. I don't care. I'm a big fan. Oh no, that's not good. I told you that this wrapping paper wasn't the best. It is Dollar Tree, but it gets the job done. I do have a question. For those people that worked at the department stores that did all the wrapping, was there like a wrapping training, or did they just know? Because, like, let's for instance say that a teenage young man worked in one of those stores and it was still required today. I don't know if Xander knows how to wrap gifts, because that is a skill I'm now a life skill that I'm questioning if I ever taught him. Like, when he was little, I would let him wrap all of his gifts that he was giving to his dad and things like that. But I don't know if I ever, like, course corrected that. Poor Kendra, she's probably figuring out all the things in life that I failed at as a mother, that she's got to, you know, teach her grown man partner how to do, sadly. Guess I'll have to ask him that. Like, do you know how to wrap gifts? He'll probably tell me that he puts them in the puts them in gift bags and calls it a day, or he'll YouTube it. He is very resourceful. Thank y'all for becoming members. That's so very sweet of you. Hank is mad because I won't let him go outside tonight. Look at he's so mad right now. Also because Eclipse is eating his treats right here, right below the camera. So he's staring in here right now because, yeah, it's not good. He's really mad. He'll get over it. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Mr. Hank, sorry. Let's see if we can't use some of this wrapping paper for something. I think we'll do. This wrapping paper came from Temu last year, and it was almost got me through every single present. And it's really super short, but it's thick paper, like almost like butcher block paper, and almost every gift got wrapped in it last year. Gifts that went outside of the home. Let me clarify. Because gifts that stayed inside the home last year ended up in Santa sacks. I saw this really neat thing on TikTok where they can do like this card sleeve and all kinds of creative stuff. It turns out that I am way underskilled in the wrapping department. Y'all bored yet? Because I'm just rambling on tonight, talking about cats, talking about wrapping, talking about holiday traditions, drinking out of my moose mug. Lester probably left because he's made it to the JL. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know if he sent a text or not, which is okay. Now it gets weird because I want to match those a little bit, so I'm going to open up. I'm going brown for a little bit here. Okay. Look how cute this wrapping paper is. Little red trucks with little Christmas trees. That's what I had hopes and dreams of the truck at the JL would look like this year, but well, here we are. There was no time. There was no time. Becky's husband wraps all of his. Go Becky's husband. Somebody says, anybody want a drone for Christmas this year? Don't get me started. Colette says when she grew up, she used newspaper. I don't even know where you can get a newspaper anymore. Isn't that sad? I don't know the last time I had my hands on a newspaper, like a real newspaper. My oldest brother would do it. Ooh, a blue truck. Now that would be cool too. All right, let's keep going because if I keep stopping to talk to y'all, I'm never gonna get it done. Do y'all have Christmases that start like as early as this weekend as well? Because like my brothers and their wives and divorced families and things like that have a lot going on to where Christmases start already this weekend. And growing up, we had a lot like that, and then of course work Christmas parties and all those things. I should know because it falls on a Wednesday this year, so it kind of makes it weird if everybody's like starting things. And then if you accommodated people in your family because they had so much going on, when you find yourself on the actual holiday alone, does it feel weird to you to be alone, or do you still feel as fulfilled because you're ready or are going to celebrate with your family on another day? I'm interested in this, so I'm moving forward. Family starts this Sunday before Christmas every year and ends the day after. That it happens. Like I think that people have so many places to go that you want to actually spend time versus having to go and like spending, an hour with someone it's not fun, especially not fun for kids. Growing up, we had to go. And so many places to be and so many other people to please that the holidays weren't really an enjoyable thing for me. Until I had my own son, and then I vowed to not make that way for him. It still is that way for him because it spreads out over 2 weeks, but it's not my doing. I can say that. I have, somebody mentioned you can store your wrapping paper in a bag. I had my wrapping paper in one of those really cool, it wasn't plastic, it was like a cloth zip up bag, and like everything was in it. It was under the bed in the barndominium, and when that floodwater came, that one wasn't on the priority list to get out, sadly. I've almost finished my mousse. I'm not pouring a second one. All right, let's get some tags on these. I can show you a few more things, and then I'll let you go. Because I know you have to have better things to do than to stand here and listen to me ramble about all of my things. Mr. Hank is still mad, by the way, and Eclipse has moved to the top of the fridge again, and Mr. Hank is upset. We'll just call it upset. All right, we're making progress here. I promise you we are. Sorry, had to do that. Had a stretch, had a moment of like everything felt really stiff and all pulled together. Y'all have a lot going on this weekend as well, and I kind of expected that. Christmas on a Wednesday is weird. I found it really strange today that my calendar is like packed full for work this week. And that wasn't really the strange part, knowing that next week a lot of people will be out. The strange part is that it's packed on Monday as well. I expected hospitals and people to be out next week, but it is like pedal to the metal. We're only taking off on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Now, I did take off the last couple days of the week. Personally, I took off, but most of the time business is a little bit slower around like business meetings and things like that. But no, it's crazy. Let's see here. I see a lot of people becoming members, and I have to call one thing out, okay? The member thing is there for people that want to. I'm not asking you to, and there's nothing that I love more than you watching the videos and interacting with me, hanging out with me. I'm not, there is nothing in me that judges any of that either way, and YouTube made that thing an option, and here we are. So I will drop it at that. Thank you for those who are memberships, but for those that don't want to or can't or have no, I love you. I love you. I love you that you're here, and I'm not asking for anything. So thank you. Where my Christmas tree is going to go. So, I actually was going to put it out in the shop, but today I bought really cute fuzzy ribbon to put on it because I was going to do something different this year. And as I had everything stacked up outside ready to do that, the dogs ate one of my ribbons, and it didn't like eat it, like destroy it. They just drug it out into the mud. So I know that if I put it up in the shop, that it's just going to be a fun game. So instead, it's going to go in the corner over here underneath the girl bowl. I'll probably take her down for Christmas, but that's all. Anyway, I got the ribbon back, but it's white, of course, or it was white, and now it's not white anymore. So, you know, here we are. Anyway, Amy has the flu. Amy, I'm so sorry for you. I think that we all had some sort of upper respiratory funk. Lamaro started it, and I think I just finished it. I'm hopeful that by tomorrow I feel like completely back to normal. I felt pretty good this afternoon. I have been trying my hardest to sleep a lot to be able to get well enough for these holidays coming up. And I'm hopeful that if everybody already had it, then we can like move on, you know? So Ginger, my dog, ate my glasses, so I had to get new ones. Holy cow. Okay. Anyway. My Facebook page still exists. This is just a YouTube live. I did not go live on Facebook as well tonight. So, sorry. Anyway, thank you all for joining me tonight, for hanging out with me, and for just being a part of my life. Oh boy. Hank's getting serious now. Hey, Hank's about ready to get in our faces, for the record. Y'all are amazing. And I'm so grateful that you give me the greatest gift of all, which really is your time. We are only born with so much of it, and we have no idea how much. So the fact that you give so much to me is like, makes my heart explode. Oh boy, he's serious, y'all. He's like, he can't get here because there's too many dang presents in his way, and he doesn't understand what's going on, and Mom keeps putting tinfoil on top of the stove so he can't walk over the stove as well, and he just feels very, very crowded. Anyway. I love y'all very much. And I promise you that I'm here to hang out with you because I feel like we have a good time together, and I appreciate you keeping me company while I get a third. I'm going to say I'm a third of the way through on gifts. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try to put up my Christmas tree tonight. I will probably not decorate it. We'll see how far I get. I'll send y'all a picture. I love y'all so very much. I hope you have a good night. If you're sick, I hope you get well. I hope y'all get rest, and we will connect tomorrow. There's a video of Roman coming out tomorrow that you're going to want to see, by the way. All right, I figure out how to leave y'all. Good night. I love you.